Yo, what's going on, people? Share to a group. Can I share it to a page? I don't want to share it to a group. That's all right. We'll do it later. What's up, Tyler? How you doing? How you doing? I know what I can do. I can log in on my tablet while I'm here. Do. Just a sec. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. I'm gonna let a couple people file in. So I'm just gonna kind of blab for a few, but normally I do these things. I think today I'm going to talk a lot about stocks. Let me know if you can hear me or you can't hear me or whatever, and I'll try to figure out what the deal is. I don't normally have any problems, but occasionally somebody comes in and they say, "Oh, I can't hear you," and it's never my fault, which is fine. But primarily, I'm going to go through today. I'm going to talk about some stuff with the stock market, and I'm going to talk about why I do these lives in the first place and what I'm going to do with them. And I'll probably talk some more about my coffee company, and I'll probably BS it from the rest from there, which is usually what I do. I'm pretty good at that. And my wife just pulled in too. But hopefully people have stopped watching El Presidente long enough to come in and say hi for a few. I think that's correct. It should be. Hey Jesse, what's up, dude? I'll send you guys some waves. Wave. Hey. Today was a really long day, guys. I think I put in officially this was like 60 hours this at the end of today. Just under. I think I hit 57 or 58 hours. Evening, sweetheart. How them knees holding up, baby? How they doing? Cool. Now I can share it from here. That'll work. I got this tablet and I've been messing around with it a little bit. It's an older tablet, so I may get rid of it and just get a newer one. But I'd like to have something a little bit newer. Because this is running like iOS like 9. Which is okay. It's just a little slow. But it seems to run okay. There we go. Share it to there. And let's call it, we'll call it stocks and coffee. I like that. Hi. Let's put them on camera so everybody can see. Hello, Melissa. Hi, bud.
Go get him.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, hi, bud. How was your ice cream?
It was good.
Yeah?
See
Come
that?
here.
See all that water in it?
Oh. Say hi to everybody.
Can I say hi too?
Yeah, for a minute. Just say hi.
Hi.
You gotta get up because the table will fall. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll have to move on the other side.
Yeah, you can sit on the other side. You'll have to sit over on that side, remember? Yeah, because I gotta fix it. Say hi. Say hi. Say hello.
Do you want to be outside with me?
Go down. Look. Who's that?
A burp.
Who's that? Oh, okay. You being shy? Are you being shy?
Mom,
Yeah.
why'd you put your
Say hi.
Hand on your
Say
head.
hi.
Why'd
Oh
you
my
put your
gosh.
hand on your head?
I didn't.
Oh my gosh. There's Mom. Coda. Coda. Say hi. Hi. Good job. Say hello. Yay. Yeah. Go get Mama. There you go.
What?
I know.
What happened?
You left it outside, bud.
What happened?
Jesse's on here. You want to say hi to him?
Mom!
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, I didn't even say hi to Jesse, too.
It's
Mom,
okay. It's
can
all
I
right.
see that strawberry?
All right. I think I'm going to get started. Jesse, what do you want to talk about, man?
Look, Dad. It's a baby strawberry. It's so pretty.
Besides your knees, what do you want to talk about? Because you're in here every single time. Hi. Hi. Oh. Yeah.
Mom,
Belly. What?
can you give me some water?
You know where to take that.
Gotta be a little quiet so Dad can talk. I want to make sure everybody can hear me, okay? Okay, thanks. Yeah, well anyway, I had a long week. Hopefully you guys had a good week. I put in 57 hours this week, which was a lot. And I am tired. Tired. Bird, what's up, buddy? Okay, looks like I got it shared. Looks like we're good. We're set. Now I can get to talking. I don't have anybody to come in today, which is fine. Eventually, I'd like to get somebody in once a week, and I'm doing these. If you guys, hopefully, you guys have been to my website, and I will link it for you right now. I want you to check out a couple of my websites. I want you to check out the first one, which is the website to my media business I'm running, and I'm going to type it in as I'm talking here. So give me a sec. And I'm going to pin this one so you guys can visit that and check it out. And I'll tell you what all's going on with that because I haven't talked about it yet. And I want to talk more about it. Pin. So there's that one, dialsmedia.com. I just started it up not too long ago. Not even a month ago. And I'll type in the other website. For my coffee company, which is right here. So you guys can go check all these out. Hi Kim, how are you? How's 35 treating you? Hopefully well. And I'm going to talk until about dark, which is going to be less than an hour, which is okay. So I started Dials Media, and I realize a lot of this content. Just wanted to say hi, handsome. Well, thank you. That made my night. How are you, Kim? Hope you're doing well. I'm sure you are. You're always doing well. Hopefully you and Rick are both doing really well. So I started Dials Media. The reason why I did that is because I wanted to be able to add value to people that had friends, family, clients, etc. And what I mean by that is, so what I do is I go through their business pages, or I go through their business as a whole, and I look at a good marketing and content strategy for marketing as a whole, as far as advertising, and basically getting their name out there and turning their business or their idea into a viable brand that fits in today's market. And I know that sounds complicated, and I know that sounds really boring for some, and it's not. I love it. It's a lot of fun work. I have a lot of fun doing it, And it's almost like you're a problem solver, and having knowledge of trends in culture is the key to solving the puzzle. And for me, that's a super fun thing to do because I enjoy people and I enjoy learning about culture. I enjoy learning about what the trends are, and I like to know what's going on in the world. So I stay knowledgeable. And the cool thing about stocks is that I'm able to stay up on culture on the economic side. So I know where things are swinging on highs and lows, and I know where there are issues, and so I know where the focus is. And it's really amazing how many people are kind of under the belief that the culture reflects the economy, which reflects the market, which is not true. The market and the economy are exclusive from each other. They don't run together. The market doesn't dictate how the world's working. The market is a reflection of it, but not a direct correlation of it. So what that means is, let me see if I can put this into a good, simple context that's that's easier to understand and just makes sense. Because I have a really hard time doing that, and I come off sounding like pompous or arrogant, and I don't want to do that at all. So it's kind of like saying just because I have coffee doesn't necessarily that's going to mean that I'm not tired anymore. But if I get sleep, then I'm going to be well rested and I'm going to be able to function. That's kind of how it works. Just because you think you have the right tools and a know-how doesn't mean that it's always going to work out. So the market doesn't necessarily reflect what's going on out here today, obviously, because we have this all of this COVID business going on, and we have all these layoffs going on, and we have all of these businesses going completely out of business, left and right, and we have millions, literally millions of people. We've never had higher unemployment numbers ever in our history, and our market is not reflecting that because it doesn't necessarily correlate. And I think that makes the best sense. So just because people are unemployed and just because businesses are tanking left and right, which is incredibly unfortunate, doesn't mean that the market is going to be bad. Although oftentimes, like we saw in 2008, even though things were booming and the economy was great and numbers were the highest they'd ever been, the market still crashed. And then that caused our physical economy to crash. And that was really bad for a lot of people. A lot of people lost a lot of money, a lot of people lost their homes, and a lot of people lost their livelihoods in 2008. And that's why we kind of panic now in 2020, because the people who got a punch in the face in 2008 are feeling the same effects 12 years later. And we're all kind of saying, this is the same, but different. So it sucks, and it's hard all around for businesses, for large and small, and it's hard for entrepreneurs for sure, myself included. But also, even though there are struggles, there's still plenty of money to be made out there. There's still advantages to take, and there's still plenty of time to win for people, and you can. Even though my business personally has taken a hit, sales have taken a hit. I'm in my second year with the coffee company, at the Bearded Bean Coffee Company, and while I'm feeling the effects of what's going on out here, closing isn't a consideration for me. Shutting down hasn't been something that I've considered at all this entire time. For this last 6 months, it's not something that has been part of the plan, and it's not been something that's even been on the table, and it's not something that I've thought about, because it's easy enough and economical enough for me to run it just as a single man operation with a website, and I built and designed everything myself, and it's literally just me being a one man army out here. Any profits that I make go straight back into the business anyway. so it's very viable. It's very viable and it's very economical and it fits perfectly with today's standards. So for me, running a business that's not only efficient but also really cheap to run and really easy to do because it's just me and I manage my own time and I manage my own business and I'm my own boss and I make my own decisions. I can navigate the pandemic on bare bones and still come out okay, which is a relief. It's an absolute relief and it feels really, really nice. But the things that you guys see me doing right now are things that you will see down the road. And I don't mean in a couple weeks, I don't mean in a couple months, I mean in a couple years, you're going to see these things tied together in how I run Dials Media and how it all plays out into a big branding plan, a big branding extravaganza. And it's going to be really cool. It really is. And you know, I talk to people behind all these live videos and I do all this work in the background that nobody ever sees. And I do it because I love it. And it's not because I expect anything out of it, but I just preface that because once everybody actually sees everything come to fruition that I've got mapped out and you start to see the wires connect, you'll kind of say, whoa, that's a really good idea. And yeah, I think he's onto something. Hey, Denver, what's up, dude? Hopefully your family's doing well, man. Tell everybody I said hello. I miss talking to you guys. Hopefully you're doing well, man. But once you see everything kind of tie in together with the coffee company, with the media side business, so with the coffee side of things, the media side of things, with the branding side of things, you'll see it all tied together. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years, it's hard to say with the pandemic stuff and how far it's going to take us down the road, down the rabbit hole. But you're going to see it tie in and it's going to be really, really cool. It's going to be really cool. And it's going to be something eventually that will be able to manage itself. And the plan for me right now with the media agency is to be able to gather a few clients and obviously do that full time, because right now I do it on the side. I do it part time because my time's taken up. I'm still working full time and I've been essential this entire time and we're all worn out and we're all working our butts off. And aside from the 50 or 60 hours I would put in at work every week, I'm putting in another, I don't know, 20 or 30 a week behind the scenes that you guys don't see. And I love it. Still need to try the coffee. I checked the website and the 12 pack is the K-Cups, right? Yes. Yes. You can get K-Cups. They fit for your standard Keurig. They'll fit for anything that you need. And there are 2 different variations of it. And I'll pull it up on my tablet if you want, and I'll take you through it real quick. And I'll go through it with you guys anyway because I want to check it out as well and see what the activity is on it. Give me just a sec. I got to pull this up. Like I said, this tablet's a little on the slow side, and I'd like to have something a little bit newer. beardedbeancoffeecompany.com. Boosh. Let's go down to the blend. Ooh, this looks good on tablet, man. Nice. I haven't had a chance to check it out on tablet, just my phone and my computer. But it all comes together really nicely on here. I like the way that it looks. I like the way that it runs. But you can get a 12 pack, and you can also get a 60 pack as far as the K-Cups are concerned, and that's all I'm able to source right now. Down the road, I'm sure there's going to be other variations, but right now things are obviously rough for everybody. So, and it's kind of been standard since I started, and I've had those 12 packs in there forever, and I have people who order them all the time. They're not the most popular thing. The most popular thing that I have by far is the Nicaraguan blend, and then second to that is the Colombian. And after that, it's kind of scattered all over the place. Everybody kind of buys a little bit of everything. I've sold a ton of the half calves, and those seem to be going pretty steady. Those are pretty popular. Everybody likes the half calf. I'm trying to think if there's just something off the wall that somebody really buys. I know a lot of people like, one guy in particular loves the Brazil blend, but that's got kind of a sharp bite to it as far as acidity is concerned. But I am going to order actually myself some of the Bali Blue, and it was something that I wanted to get into, and I sold a few of those already, and I just put them in the other day. But it's got like a dark chocolate, brown sugar aftertaste sort of flavor palette with it. And it's something like totally out of my wheelhouse, but I think I'm gonna like it a lot. So I'm gonna try to like turn people onto the Bailey Blue, or the Bali. I guess it's Bali Blue, but I'm gonna turn people onto that. No worries. I just happened to see her live and thought I'd ask before I rewatched the whole VOD. Like, yeah, no worries, man. That's what I'm here for. Ask away. If you have any questions, ask them. That's what we're here to discuss, man. I'm here to talk about business. I'm here to talk about coffee. I'm here to talk about whatever you want to talk about, man. And so the reason why I do these live videos in the first place is because not only is it free information for you guys, and not only is it free valuation, it's part of just managing the brand as a whole. So when you see it tie in together, you'll see why I've been spending so much time doing these every week, and why I spend so much time talking to people on these every week. And once you see where it's going, you'll be like, dude, smart, really smart. And I don't really mind talking about my ideas, because just like anything else, 99% of people that hear it aren't going to do anything about it. And the 1% of those who do are not going to be doing the same thing anyway. Hi. You look pretty. Huh? Nah. So you can kind of, I'm not too worried about talking about it at all. It's my own thing, and it's always going to be my own thing. So I'm doing all these live videos because I compile them. I save them later, I store them on my computer, I add them to the website, and I put them on my YouTube channel. And eventually, what I'm going to start doing on the media side of things is I'm going to kind of amass a team of people who want to get some experience under their belts, and it's going to be free work because you're working for the experience. And that's what I did for years and years and years. I don't know how many hours of free work for people, whether it's designing logos, making videos, making music, making content in general for these people for free. That's where you get your experience from. So I'm using a culmination of about 12 years of various experiences and tying them all together into this big brand valuation experience that I'm going to venture down on this path. So eventually I'd like to get a bunch of skilled people together who don't mind just creating content for the hell of it, and will have access to certain documents where things can be dropped and shared and developed. So anybody who's skilled in Photoshop, there we go. I was getting a little orange there. So anybody who's like skilled in Photoshop, anybody who's skilled in creating music, taking videos like this, transposing them into just audio form, into audio wave, or even taking that, transposing it, breaking it down into written content, all of that stuff's going to get spread around to just about every platform you can think of. And you're going to kind of see where this goes on the media side. You'll see it kind of splinter out, and it's going to be really, really cool. And the coffee business ties into that because obviously I also do that on the side, but it's part of developing the brand all into one. And you'll see everything kind of spearhead all into one path, and everything ties in together eventually after this. But I save these because eventually I'm going to put them into sort of documentary type videos, and I'll be uploading those as well to my YouTube channel and on basically every other platform I can think of. And I'm kind of filming stuff every once in a while now, and I'm using it as B-roll stuff that I can cut and chop up and use later, whether it be for like intros or cutscenes or just B-roll in general to have, because more is better. More is a lot better, especially when it comes to running businesses, knowing the direction that they're going, that we're straying away from brick and mortar and going to online, and everything is so fast and so easy now that having an online business is going to be the way that things are done. Yes, there are going to be brick and mortar for essential things and for the important things. You're still going to have those. I don't think certain essential ones, and I don't mean by any pandemic standards, I think certain essential ones are going to be around. But I think for the most part, the ones, you'll see a lot of clothing businesses, you'll see a lot of simple goods and textiles and things that are easily accessible. You'll see them go to straight online, and you're going to see a lot of things kind of start to pick at businesses like Amazon. And you're eventually, give it a few more years, once we get this COVID stuff out of the way, you're going to see how this is going to grow over time, and how Amazon's going to have not one major competitor, but many smaller competitors. And I think they'll give Amazon a run for their money as a whole. And I think that'll be really cool. Why do I think that? The only reason why I think that is because, from my own perspective, it's so easy for people to go in. I can point you to gobs of people who have gone in and built one-page websites to sell a product, and they just market it well, and they make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month doing that. And I think once that starts to scale out, you'll see people like Amazon start to look and say, oh shit, this big platform we built is doing really well, but these guys are taking all these side business out from us, and we could have this. And so you're going to see the small guy stand up and be able to stand their ground, and I think that's really cool. That's the convenience of living in a world of convenience, is that anybody can do it. So don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, especially in 2020 when things are so easily accessible and free for the most part. All you have to do is deliver the attention to it, and then let the rest play out by itself, which is what I do. So you can kind of see where my plans go here and how everything is running full circle. I spent a lot of time putting this together, and I spent a lot of time planning this out, and many hours thinking about exactly how I wanted to do it. And it's my time to strike while the iron is hot, so to speak. So that is exactly what I'm doing, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. But on the other side of things, just on the more relaxed side of things, I like to do these live videos just because I like them, because I like talking to you guys, and I enjoy engaging with you guys. And it's really cool to see everybody come in and say hello and ask something, whether it's about coffee or whether it's about stocks or whether it's about business or whatever. It's really cool, and I really like doing these. I really like talking to people. I'm good at it. I'm good with people. And I think the more free stuff you can put out there, the more that you can give without expecting anything in return, is a good setup for an initial ask later on down the road. So I'm going to keep putting out content for free. I'm going to keep putting out videos and podcasts and whatever else I want for free, and I'm just going to give it out. I don't want any payment. I don't want any money. All I want is the attention. And here pretty soon, I'm going to get some shirts developed, and I'm going to have one. It's going to be my personal T-shirt, and all it's going to say across the chest, you're going to see me start to do live videos with it on. It's just going to say attention on the front, and I think it's a good reminder of why I'm doing what I'm doing and how important it actually is. And you guys are going to see how things are going to change if you just pay attention to the culture and you just pay attention to the market. You're going to see exactly how things change from, instead of going to the grocery store, you order things online and it gets delivered to your house, or how online shopping is starting to take over, and how you're going to start to see, once you see how things are going, it's going to be too late for you to get in early. There are more things going on online as far as businesses and one-man operations happening now than any time ever, and it's really a beautiful thing to watch. Seeing the small guy succeed is really cool and really uplifting, and it gets me excited for things, because I know next year and the year after and the year after, they're only going to be more accessible, and things are going to be just a little bit easier as we go. And I think a lot of us don't understand how much how much a world of convenience we live in these days. Everything is very, very instant, and for those of you who are older than me or in my age group, you guys understand exactly how accessible things are now, because when we were in our youth, when we were preteen, teenagers, up to our 20s, we saw things evolve, boom, 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 one thing after another. We went from crappy dial-up internet to now, where there's basically no latency in between watching a movie, whereas back in the dial-up days, to watch a 3-minute clip, it would take hours to download. Hours. And it's just becoming easier as we go. We can just completely live stream something straight from a server instantly. We can send messages to each other instantly. We can watch each other back and forth instantly, from a cell phone. Whereas, 10 years ago, this wasn't a possibility. It wasn't a thing yet. We didn't have the technology to do it. It was too expensive if we could. And now everybody has it. And I'm really excited to see where the next 5 years go, because I think it's going to start to drift away completely from like brick and mortar stuff and go straight into mostly voice related apps. And that's going to be really cool. And what I need to get my butt on is getting my coffee company and everything associated with that built on the back of a really cool voice app that I can integrate into, whether it's Google Home or Alexa. So when people want to order some coffee, all they have to say is, Alexa, get me a bag of my coffee. And that the previous order is going to be memorized anyway, because it's going to be in previous orders. And once somebody says, hey, Alexa, I need coffee, Alexa's going to say, okay. And then it's just going to be ordered, and it's going to be shipped out, and it's going to be automatic. And instead of you having to go through your phone, go visit the website, go through the list of blends that I have, put it in your cart, hit the checkout, type in the automatic discount, and run your card information if you don't have it saved, and then check out and complete the purchase, and then wait for the shipping. All you have to do is say, Alexa, get me some coffee. And she says, okay, I'll get on that. Boom, done. That's it. And the people who don't understand that that's where we're going in this convenience lifestyle are really going to miss out. Yeah, thank you, Cassandra. I really appreciate your order. Thank you very much. That's very generous of you. And you're going to love it too. And once you get it, let me know how you do. Let me know how you like it. And one of the really big things I like are the testimonials. And you should have gotten an email. If not, you will. You'll get an email asking you to leave like a testimonial for when you get your coffee. So if you'd do me a favor and remember to like fill that out, because those will eventually get compiled and put on the website. So I'm building those as well. I've got an entire list of these reviews. I've only had, in 2 years, I've only had one-star review, and it was just because the shipping was slow. Other than that, every single one of them have been 5 stars, and that's amazing. The coffee's some good shit. It's good. But it's going to be very convenient for you guys, especially for branded content and branded businesses, to be able to build business on the back of a voice app, to where they can just say, Alexa, order my coffee. And then she'll just do it. And it saves you all that time and all that trouble, and you can just do it over your phone. You can do it with your Alexa, you can do it with your Google Home or whatever. Everything is there, integrated, programmed, ready to go. And that's how convenient things are going to be. And that's the direction we're going to go. And the only reason why I know that is because I've seen it. And I've seen where all of these things are going, which is why all of our homes are turning into smart homes, where you can say, turn the lights off, turn the lights on, dim the fridge, dim the lights, turn the heat up to 74. You can do it with your voice. And more modernized homes are starting to take that trend, and you can access anything from your thermostat to your air conditioning to your heating to everything, anything that has a connection in your home, to your lights, to even the shower, to your security cameras. You can run all of that integrated into either touch or into voice. Was there a Disney movie like there have been a lot of movies over time that kind of describe these things, and one of them that did a really good job was I don't remember the name of it. I think it was just AI, and it was that movie where Robin Williams was involved with artificial intelligence. I think it was called AI, but they did a really good job with the ease of convenience of things, where that was done 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago, and they showed a lot of things like that. And it's going to get to a point where it's just crazy. Imagine walking into your home, and you personally like your lights not too bright and not too dim. The just right amount for you is already programmed into the system, and as soon as you walk in the front door from your job, imagine walking in and everything happens for you like this, because you walked into your home and your security system picked it up and read your face and initiated your programmed responses that you put into the system to, I don't know, run a hot bath or dim the lights, turn on the music or the TV, and start the tea. And all of those things happen at once, and it saves you all of that time and all that convenience. And this is stuff that's already happening. And it's going to be the same with shopping. And that's why places like Walmart or Amazon, they save your preferred lists of shopping, and they save all this data and they put it into their algorithms. And for people who order their groceries online, like at Walmart Marketplace, you can save that list of items, you can categorize it, so the next time around you don't have to order each individual item. You can just log into your account and you can just order all the same stuff. So if there's a day where you I don't know, there's a day where you just go in and you buy paper towel, toilet paper, Q-tips, bathroom essentials, cleaning stuff, and you put it all into one list and you buy it on like Tuesdays. You can just go in and you can just hit your Tuesday list, done. And then you just go pick it up. Instead of having to go to the store, the hassle of driving there, loading up the kids, and doing all that extra work, it's all there. And then the next step into that is getting on whatever voice-related app, whether it's Walmart Voice or Amazon Voice or whatever. And let's say it is Walmart Voice. We'll just call it that for shits and giggles. You say, Walmart. And then they say, yeah, what's up? And you say, purchase my Tuesday list, please. Boom, done. Your grocery shopping for the week, or for the week of Tuesdays, done. Convenient. And that's what it'll be with everything, and that's why I'll have a voice-related app designed for coffee. And then once it's done and once it's built, it's going to be the top of the list, because it's going to be the first one, because there aren't any right now. And I'll be the first one, hopefully. once I figure out exactly how I want to do it, you guys will just be able to eventually one day get on your device, whether it's your computer or your phone or whatever, and say, order my coffee. Boom, done. That's it. Something to think about for you guys on how businesses are going to get run. But Cassandra, if you're still here, I didn't have time to tell you earlier today, but I know that you wanted to get with me, which is fine. We'll get together on Sunday if you're available. What you should consider is being on every platform you can think of. You're on Facebook Live, great. And I'm sure you stream with your phone. Eventually, when it gets colder out, I'm going to stream with my computer, and you'll see me streaming all at the same time to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Parler if they have it. Anything that offers the service, Twitch, DLive, it's all going to be streaming at the same time, and you should consider doing that too. You should look at all of the services where you can possibly stream to for, excuse me. Hang on a sec. Whoa. I talked a lot today earlier, so my voice is a little shaky. I apologize. But for you specifically, Cassandra, what you really need to consider is with everything that you do with your makeup, and not just try to survive on Facebook alone. Not just try to survive on YouTube alone. Not just try to survive on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. Don't just limit yourself to one platform. Use them all. They're all free. And the cool thing about these live videos is that I can chop them up and I can make video memes of all of this stuff where I'm taking out parts and pieces of the advice that I talk through this entirety of this video, chop it up into a 30-second piece of content and put it on Instagram. Or I can just chop them into individual 5 or 10 minute clips where I talk about something interesting, like the integration of voice apps in ordering coffee and how convenient that is, and use that as a piece of content to throw on to the YouTube channel, and not just keep the live streams just live streams on Facebook. And I can use all these other parts and pieces of content and throw them onto these other individual platforms based on what those platforms require. So I'm not going to go do an entire live stream like this like on Instagram, because Instagram is quick. Everybody looks at pictures. That's not the content that is needed for that. You know, people like short and quick and to the point on Instagram. And even people on YouTube, they like short 10 to 15 minute videos max. I try to post on Facebook and Instagram regularly. I'm not familiar really with any other ones. I need a whole ass lesson on social media. That's what I'm here for. All you got to do is ask. You know, I'm happy to help you. It's all free, man. I will gladly help you anytime you need it. If you have any questions, you're not going to bother me. DM me. Just ask questions. I'll answer them anytime I can. I'll answer them as soon as I can. And I'll tell you everything you need to know. And, you know, don't feel like you're being a bother or you're being a hassle, because that's not true. I want you to succeed just as much as I want me to succeed. And I want anybody else to succeed just as much as I want both of us to succeed. And that's for a whole entirely different conversation down the road that I'll have a live stream for. Maybe next week, I don't know. But we'll talk about that and why the mentality needs to change from competition to teamwork. And from this division that we live in to unifying each other again and getting back to our roots when it comes to taking care of each other. That's going to be a whole different thing. But other than that, I really need to talk about stocks. I really do, and I'm going to save that probably for next week. A lot of people have asked about the stock market. A lot of people have, and I hear you guys. I hear you. I might do a live tomorrow from Totem Interiors. I think that'll be really cool for you guys to see it and see what the store looks like and see everything that they do. So I may do that if we have time. I know we're going to sit down and bust out a few projects and kind of have a short meeting about some things we need to accomplish. And we'll get into some more difficult stuff here down the road. What's up? Yes. I feel like I'm a bother, but I have to remind myself that if I had the possibility to help someone succeed better like you, I'd do it in a heartbeat as well. We'll talk more later. Why don't you get on to your next topic? Thanks, dude. I'm done with my topics. It's been about an hour, and it's already 9 o'clock, and I try to be done by 9. It's been an hour, which is good. I didn't think I had enough. Didn't think I had enough today to talk an hour. Enough in the tank left. But no, you're not bothering me. You're not bothering me. That's what DMs are for. They're there to answer whether you get to them right away or not. That's what they're for. But please, everybody, reach out to me. Ask questions. Anything you want to know, anything I can help you with, I will gladly help you. Because that's, at the end of the day, all I want to do is I want to help people. I want to help you guys realize your dreams, just like I've come to realize mine. And I've spent 4 years studying just marketing and branding. And I've spent 12 years studying everything else revolving around my businesses. Why would I want you guys to go through the same pains when you could ask me the exact same questions I had to learn immediately for free? I would like to save you 12 years. I'd like to save you 4 years of time and trouble so you can start off better than where I did. Because I want you guys to win. That's all I want. I want to win. I want you guys to win. It gets me psyched. It gets me happy. Reach out to me, guys. Reach out to me. But I'm going to go spend some time with my family. Thank you guys for being here. Love you all. Everybody have a good night. See you later.